Welcome to the Lion's Den. My name is Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science, and I'm so excited and grateful to be here to you today. And then I don't know if I'm always going to do this, but today, like I did last night, I'm going to use artificial intelligence to help answer your questions as best I can to get you the best information as quickly and as high value as possible. And then I made a post today, but I want to tell you that in the future, it's likely that my videos, I've collaborated with AI in some way to do the research, write the script, write the content, or do something. So I plan on using AI a lot in the future to improve what I do, to make my videos better, to make the content better, to make my live better. And I hope you can find a way to use AI to do things that are helpful to you. And so tonight, I want to share with you some ways you can use AI to improve your health, if that sounds interesting. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to use something called Chat GPT. And if you're at home and on a computer, I encourage you to check this out. And so I'm going to show you how powerful this is. And then I'm going to combine what I know with the AI, and we're going to come up with some really cool, hopefully valuable, healthy things you can do for your brain. So let's take a couple of questions. Am I vegan? No, I'm not. Like bitching? I don't know what you're talking about, HJP. The site is Chat GPT. The shelf life of the lion's mane? I don't know. It should be it should last a long time. I don't think it goes bad. I'm sure it would over years and years. So let's see. Give me some of your questions around health. So where do you find oxiracetam? Opioid withdrawal help. That's a great question. I don't know anything about that. Let's look that up because I don't have a lot of pre-existing information, but let's check that out. How to, so I'm going to Chat GPT. I'm typing in how to get off opioids safely. Opioids. How do I spell that? Opioids. Boy, I'm having trouble writing that. Opioids. Safely with minimal withdrawal. Okay. So if the AI is working, okay, if you're trying to stop, I'm just going to read what the AI says straight up, and then I'm going to comment on it, and then we'll see if this is helpful. If you are trying to stop taking opioids, it's important to consult with your doctor or other healthcare provider. They can help you create a plan to gradually reduce your dosage in a safe and controlled manner, which can help minimize withdrawal symptoms. The process is known as tapering. There you go. So I think that's a really good start. Chris Palmer, who's a psychiatrist who did a great episode on the Tim Ferriss show, he talked about the importance of if you're going to change your medication, you got to talk with your doctor. Just a moment. I want to plug my power cord in here. Come on. There we go. Success. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. I just started the movie Her, wherever that is. Sorry, I'm watching the movie Her, which is about an AI software. By the way, who's seen the movie Her? Who's seen that movie? Let me know in the chat. Someone was going to watch it yesterday. It's really great. The movie Her is about an AI that first helps this person in their work, and then becomes their friend, and then they fall in love, and then they so this person has a relationship with AI. It's really cool. What AI am I using? I'm using Chat GPT. It's a chat AI where it answers in general language. So the first thing, if you're going to go off medications, you really want to let your doctor know. And so if you are taking opioids and you want to take less, tell your doctor to make sure you're monitored, right? Or your pharmacist, someone, make sure to talk to your medical team. Let me look for, I'm going to ask a different question, right? And so AI is not perfect, so it doesn't know exactly what we want. So we're going to have to ask a couple of different questions. I'm going to ask how to reduce addiction to opioids. I'm not saying that you are addicted, the person who asked this, but we're going to ask how to reduce addiction. I have some thoughts on this. I'm going to see what the AI says. And so the AI, my understanding, it's analyzed approximately 25% of the internet from 2021 and behind. I think that's right. I could be wrong. So as it analyzes more and more, and it's analyzing more and more every day, it's going to have better answers because those answers are going to be more specific to, they're going to be more current. Okay, so here's what it says. There are several steps you can take to reduce addiction to opioids. I'm just going to read this verbatim. I want you to know how good this is. So this is all straight from the AI. Seek help from a doctor or other healthcare provider who can help create a plan to gradually reduce your dosage. This process, known as tapering, can help you safely and effectively decrease your dependence on opioids. 2, consider joining a support group such as Narcotics Anonymous, where you can connect with others who are also struggling with addiction and share your experiences and challenges. 3, engage in regular exercise and healthy activities such as outdoor sports, yoga, or meditation, which can help reduce stress and improve your overall well being. 4, find healthy ways to cope with stress, such as talking to a friend or family member, journaling, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation. 5, avoid situations and triggers that may lead to opioid use, such as hanging out with friends who use drugs or visiting places where drugs are readily available. By taking these steps and seeking support from others, you can gradually reduce your dependence and improve your overall health and well-being. How was that as an answer? Was that pretty good? Let me know your thoughts. Is that pretty good? Exercise and friends, yeah. I thought the environment was really good, right? So a lot of drug use is triggered by the environment. I'm not a vegetarian. I posted what I ate tonight for dinner. I had grass-fed steak, amongst other things, and then I had um, Brussels sprouts and some bok choy. Yes, it covered it. So I'm going to look at what supplements are good for reducing addiction. Because it hasn't talked about that at all. Answer was common sense. And you know what? A lot of people wouldn't have thought about the environment, and I wouldn't have thought about Narcotics Anonymous. I would have had to think about that for a while. That was interesting. So even if here we go. So here's the answer from AI on which supplements. So this is more specific, right? This is not going to be a common sense answer. This is one that is specific to it's more science based, and so you kind of got to know some facts. So there's no one size. Here's the AI. There's no one size fits all answer to this question, as the effectiveness of supplements for reducing addiction can vary depending on the individual. Some people may find certain supplements helpful for reducing addiction, while others may not experience any benefit. It is always important to consult with a doctor or healthcare provider before taking any supplements, as some may interact with medications you are currently taking or have other potential side effects. Some supplements that may be helpful for reducing addiction include: 1, omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids are found in fish oil and may help reduce cravings and improve mood in people with addiction. 2, N-acetylcysteine, NAC. This supplement is a precursor to the neurotransmitter glutamate and may help reduce cravings and improve decision making in people with addiction. 3, vitamin C. This vitamin is an antioxidant that may help reduce oxidative stress and improve overall health in people with addiction. 4, magnesium. This mineral is involved in many bodily processes and may help reduce cravings and improve mood in people with addiction. And then it has a disclaimer. That's pretty good, right? I wasn't thinking vitamin C. I was definitely thinking magnesium. Wasn't that cool? It gave us specific. I'm using chat GPT. Yeah, it does have a great legal preamble. You're absolutely right. L-theanine would be another good one. Yeah, B vitamins too. Magnesium is great for sleep. So let me ask the AI which form of magnesium. Let's see if it knows this. I don't know if it knows this. Which form of magnesium is best for combating addiction? So what I want to show you, how to reduce the chance of getting Alzheimer's disease. That's a great question, Elena. Tell me, are you new? Is this your first time in the Lion's Den? Are you new to my channel? Can you tell me just a little bit about yourself? And so what I'm doing is I want you to see how to use AI to answer your health questions. And so if you have a doctor's appointment, for example, you can do 20 minutes of research and get a lot of data, and you can bring it into the doctor's office and discuss what things might be best for you. That would be really valuable. And interestingly, this is what doctors do. They'll go in, they'll visit with a patient, they'll write down your symptoms, they'll look at your vitals, then they'll take that to a machine and then they'll type in some stuff, and then the machine will say, well, this person likely has this, they likely have this. Here are the treatments for it, right? It's not like they're Googling in their brain, okay, their temperature's this, their blood pressure's this, they're a woman who's 55 and they're 10 pounds overweight and she has a stomach ache and it's November. And so it's likely this disease. That's not how they do it. Usually they're taking your stuff, inputting it into a system and getting some data and getting, which is good because that improves the quality of care, right? I want my doctor using the data, right? That's a good thing. And so they're doing this. So you can do this before going in. So you can bring some valuable information to the table and collaborate with your doctor. The thing is, AI is meant to collaborate with. It's not, um, it doesn't replace things. Instead, it allows you to work with it to produce a superior outcome. Okay, so this here, I'm gonna read the first two paragraphs. So this is not a bad answer. Here we go. So which magnesium for reducing addiction? Here's what the AI says. This is Chat GPT. Um, it is difficult to say which form of magnesium is best for combating addiction, as the effectiveness of magnesium can vary depending on the individual. Some forms of that are commonly used are magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, and magnesium oxide. When choosing a form of magnesium, it is important to consider factors such as absorption, bioavailability, and potential side effects. In general, magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate are better absorbed and tolerated than magnesium oxide. And then it has a disclaimer. What I would say is magnesium glycinate is the best for absorption, and that's superior to magnesium citrate and oxide. So I think let me ask which is better, which has better absorption. I'm pretty sure magnesium glycinate does better absorption. Magnesium glycinate, or magnesium citrate. And Elena, did you respond to me? I'd like to know a little bit more about you before I answer your question. Forgetful, but I'm functional at work. Oh, well, I want to know, are you new to the channel? Is this your first time? If it's your first time, welcome. Thank you for being here and thank you for participating. And if you're new, I invite you just to drop in the chat and say hi. And if you just arrived, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat and say hi. But Elena, I'm asking because basically my entire channel is devoted to just that, to preventing Alzheimer's disease. And so if you've watched any of my videos, a lot of them are around the things that help reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And so I was wondering if you've seen any of those, so I'm not repeating myself. And then every night, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about things you can do to improve your health, improve your memory, and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. That's why we're here in the Lion's Den, and to support each other and love each other up and talk about science and these fun things. So we got a really cool community here in the Lion's Den. I'm really honored that people want to come and hang out at 11 p.m. On a Tuesday night talking about science. Like, it's really cool. And then people are sharing things like, someone just shared that they got great sleep, or someone shared they ate sardines for the first time in 58 years. That's so cool. All right. Here's what the AI says about the two types of magnesium. Take some notes here. This is some in-depth stuff. Magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate are both well-absorbed forms of magnesium, but magnesium glycinate may be slightly better absorbed than magnesium citrate. Magnesium glycinate is a chelated form of magnesium, which means that it is bound to an amino acid, in this case glycine, that helps improve its absorption in the body. This makes it a highly bioavailable form of magnesium that is easily absorbed and well tolerated by the body. Magnesium citrate, on the other hand, is a salt form of magnesium that is bound to citric acid. While it is still well absorbed, it may be slightly less bioavailable than magnesium glycinate. However, magnesium citrate has the added benefit of being a mild laxative, which can be helpful for relieving constipation. There you go. So magnesium glycinate is more bioavailable. I think it's significantly more than what it's saying. And citrate, as it mentions, can have you run to the bathroom. That's not always the best. Yeah, I know, EVG. I'd love to do this earlier, but more people are on later, and so it's challenging. I'm trying to balance doing this while also getting to bed at a reasonable hour. I never had some sardines, but I bought some for food storage. Good idea. I love science. I'm a nurse. Hooray, Crystal. That's great. My daughter's 17, just diagnosed with low thyroid. I'm sorry to hear that. You're welcome for the great information. I love being in the lion's den. Awesome, Ashley. Can schizophrenic person take lion's mane supplement? I would say yes. I don't know what the counterindication would be, but let's ask. So I'm not an expert in schizophrenia. Lion's mane is safe for most healthy adults. We don't know. We looked at this last night. There's no research on lion's mane in children. So we don't know if it's safe. We don't know if it's amazingly awesome. We don't know if children are extra sensitive to it. And we just don't know. No data was found. So we don't know. So you'd want to talk to a pediatrician or someone who knows supplements and children that can help you make a decision, because I don't have any data to go on. And I don't specialize in children. I specialize in older adults who have dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Someone else asked, lion's mane and women who are pregnant and nursing. I don't think we have any data on that either. So a lot of times the studies just haven't been done. And so sometimes we simply don't know the answer. Let's look up schizophrenia and lion's mane real quickly. Is lion's mane safe for schizophrenia? And this time I'm going to try to summarize it. I'm not going to read all the stuff. I think you get how powerful this is, right? It's writing full sentences. And I'm watching it write them real time. If you haven't gotten on, it's Chat GPT. It's really, really cool. There's no scientific evidence to suggest that lion's mane mushroom is safe or effective for treating schizophrenia. Let's say, is lion's mane dangerous for schizophrenics? Really no evidence to suggest that lion's mane is dangerous for people with schizophrenia. However, there's also no evidence to suggest that it is safe or effective for treating schizophrenia. So there you go. So there's no evidence either way. There's no evidence to show that it'd be helpful, and there's no evidence to show that it would be dangerous. All right. So those of you who are new, I want you to know that I have some really great free resources for you. I'm gonna share these just really quickly. Can someone post my Linktree link in the chat? The Linktree/Robert W.B. Love. I want to tell you about some free resources there. There's my free masterclass on how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. There's my free report, my top 10 supplements. There's the Alzheimer's study. That's just a 5-minute research quiz. I'd love if you would take that. And then you can also, there's a long haul virus free masterclass there at the very bottom. If you're interested, all those are free resources. If you're committed to weight loss and you're committed to losing 20 pounds or more in the next year, then you can apply for a free weight loss roadmap blueprint with Chad Tackett and his team. Chad's one of the world's leading experts in weight loss. I don't know if he has any slots available this week. He had 16 on Monday. He's probably filled up, but you can see if you can get on his calendar. That is an application process. And then my 2 lion's mane supplements, the 4 bottles for $59 and 8 bottles for $98 are on there as well. Can someone post a link? Last night someone was having trouble with this. Who can I ask to do this? When will Roar ship after I ordered it last night? Great question, Apollo. I think it'll ship tomorrow. Last night was my big first order that I put in, and I had to reformat it. Not to be boring about the process. It'll likely ship tomorrow. And then you can tell me about it. If Apollo, if you're just joining, I took my full Roar supplement last night before bed. I had super awesome, crazy good dreams. Okay. Who can I ask to post a link? Ocean Favor, can you post the link? Or Apollo, could you post a link? Chad Tackett, Winky. CHAD Tackett, Tacket. It's 8 a.m. in Dubai. Awesome. What's your take on Alzheimer's disease considering type 3 diabetes? Great question, Praxis Moon. Insulin resistance is a major part of Alzheimer's disease. Most people who have Alzheimer's disease have some form of insulin resistance. And that's a big deal because that supplies energy to the brain. And so if you're insulin resistant, your brain has less energy, much more likely to get brain fog, which can turn into memory loss. I don't think lion's mane interacts with anticonvulsants. I think those work on different mechanisms. I can check. These resources sound amazing. Awesome. Was someone able to post my link tree? It's Linktree slash. There you go. Thank you, Karina. Karina, I'm gonna ask you to be my awesome, super sweet assistant to post that in there. That would just be great. Because I know last night we were having trouble. Elena, I'm in Ohio right now, and I'm moving to Miami soon. Great. Okay. Just read about type 3 in that book. Yeah. The End of Alzheimer's Program. By the way, if you or someone you love has Alzheimer's disease, the book, The End of Alzheimer's Program, is a great resource. I highly recommend that. That's by Dr. Dale Bredesen. Okay. So any questions about the resources before we move on? Some people don't stay on the whole time. I just want to make sure that you have those resources. Okay. What do I think about ashwagandha? Ashwagandha has been great. Thank you, Ocean Favor. You have my name in there too many times, but thank you for posting it twice. Ocean Favor and Karina, y'all rock. And Ashley Ross, thank you. You all are so nice. Okay. Everyone see where those resources are. And you're going to be subscribed to my newsletter when you get the supplement guide or the masterclass. And now I'm going to be putting out a ton of emails that I'm going to I'm going to write with AI. Like I'm going to write some really good emails. They're going to be well written and interesting and to the point. And so that'll be happening. I put off writing emails because they're time consuming. Those of you who've written email newsletters, they take a lot of time. They take research. You got to edit them. Editing's the worst. Who thinks editing's the worst? Blow up the chat if you don't like editing stuff. Let me know who I'm talking to here. Let me know if y'all feel me. Oh no. I'm sorry, I'm losing the balance here on my very high quality setup. Yeah, who doesn't like editing? Yeah, totally, right? So AI can write stuff and edit it for you. Amazing, right? Isn't that fun? And so, or they can write stuff and it's automatically like edited. Thank you, Apollo. I'm looking forward to what you think. Photographer here, hate it. Yeah. So AI will totally be able to go through photographs and choose the best ones. It doesn't do this now yet. It will. And then you can, take a wedding. I think in a wedding, people take between 1,000 and 10,000 photographs. It'll look through those, find the best 30, and then probably optimize them. That's coming, which is really cool. Okay. So I don't understand it completing how you get into AI. Patty, I don't understand your question. So, well, here, watch. I will give a simple example. So I'm going to look at a question that people have asked. Is oyster mushrooms good for dementia? I'll just take that one. So Patty, I'm going to this website. It's Chat GPT. It's just a chat AI that answers questions. And so I'll say, do oyster mushrooms improve brain health? Improve brain health ? It's going to look through the research and give us an answer. And it types the answer and it types it. I'm going to read it to you exactly as it comes. And so it answers the question. So if you type that into Google, Google will give you web pages about oyster mushrooms. And some of it might be relevant, some of it won't. This gives you the answer. Google gives you the pages to go find the answer. This one straight up gives you the answer. And if I were a student in high school and I were writing a paper on Napoleon, I could write in the chat. I'd say, write me a 5,000 word paper on Napoleon and the Battle of Waterloo, and it'll do that. It'll write a straight up paper. I can even say, write me a 5,000 page paper on the Battle of Waterloo at a 9th grade level. So if I turn that in as my work and I'm a 9th grader, it looks like I wrote it. And so here's the challenge. I shared this with my parents at dinner and they said, look, we can't stop kids from using this and we don't want to. This is great. That's like stopping kids from using Google, right? And so the old theory was, well, we want them going to the library to do their research. So we don't want them using search engines, right? Well, it turns out when I was in grad school, I was way faster than my professors at doing research because I was using Google Scholar. And I could go through so many articles so much faster than they could because they're used to going to the library and pulling out a journal off a shelf like a book and going through it and reading article by article. I can search keywords. I can find the article lickety split. And so this AI is now doing that even faster. And so if you want the children prepared for the future, you want them using AI to do the research. Now, we're not going to ask them to write papers anymore. We're instead going to say, little Johnny, little Susie, little Jamal, you did a research paper on Napoleon. come up to the front of the class, explain your paper, and then answer some questions about it. And so the AI could write the paper for them, but the requirement now is to understand the information and be able to explain it and think about it, right? So it's not, so writing papers is not going to be part of school the same way it was. It's now going to be, we're going to use AI for research, and then we're going to ask students, defend your paper. What did you really learn? Provide some examples not in your paper, and then I'm going to ask you some questions related to it. Let me see if you really understand the material, right? Oh, Randy just ordered lion's mane. Awesome. You're going to love it, Randy. Okay. Does that make sense, Patty? So I'm going to, very cool. Yeah, totally. So ADHD, lion's mane is great for ADHD. As someone with ADHD, I can tell you it rocks. So rocks. Love it. Especially for sleep. ADHD people, who's got ADHD and has trouble sleeping? Like, it's a thing. It's hard with all this energy and so many interesting things in the world, all the distractions. Lion's mane has totally improved my sleep. Here's what it says about oyster mushrooms. I'm going to read this verbatim, Patty, so you can get an idea. Quote, oyster mushrooms, Pleurotus ostreotus, are a type of edible mushroom that is commonly consumed for their health benefits. Some studies have suggested that oyster mushrooms may have neuroprotective effects and may help improve brain health by reducing inflammation and protecting against oxidative stress. However, it is important to note that more research is needed to confirm these effects and determine the potential benefits of oyster mushrooms for the brain. There you go. And then it's got a medical disclaimer. So it has anti-inflammatory effects, and it may protect against oxidative stress and damage. Those two usually go hand in hand. It's not citing specifics. So it looks like it could be generally helpful for not only brain health, but overall health by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress. Very cool. My pupils look huge. I'm not taking an SSRI. Pupil dilation, by the way, is also a question, is also an indication of interest, right? So when two lovers look into each other's eyes, their pupils get wide because they're trying to intake more. Also, another reason why we like mood lighting, right? Why do we like mood lighting when we're on a romantic date? Well, because we want our eyes to dilate. We want the eyes to dilate of the other person we're talking to. So we don't want bright lights. We want mood lighting. Okay, where do I get lion's mane? So I have a great lion's mane. It is, it's in my Linktree link. Karina, Ashley, someone want to drop that in for K51654? Just click there, and you can either get 4 bottles for $59 or 8 bottles for $98, which is a crazy awesome deal. And then here's a general thing: when you buy a supplement, you want to look for third-party tested. That means, so some supplements don't have in them what's on the label, which is a gosh darn shame, and it's dangerous, and it's not good for anyone. It's really bad business. Those of you who are in business know that cutting corners in business and being dishonest in business is a surefire recipe for disaster. And so you want third-party tested. My supplement's third-party tested, so it's got exactly what's in it. It's on the label, and it's made in a great processing plant that's GMP certified. So that's really cool. All right. So the artificial intelligence that I'm using is ChatGPT. So I'm just looking up answers and let you know. Now, it's not perfect. It's not amazing. You can't seem to find a credible site for aniracetam. Let's see if the AI has any idea. Where can I buy aniracetam? Aniracetam in the United States. So I know where to buy it because I've spent hours looking for it. Huh. This is incorrect. This answer is incorrect. So the AI is imperfect. And here's what the AI says. Quote, aniracetam is a prescription drug that is not approved for use in the United States by the FDA. As such, it is not legally available for sale in the United States. If you are interested in using aniracetam, it's important to consult with a doctor or other healthcare provider. They can help determine if aniracetam is appropriate, blah, blah, blah. So that's not correct. Aniracetam is an unscheduled drug. So those of you who know the scheduling system, there's Schedule 1, which are supposed to be the most dangerous, addictive, non-useful drugs. Interestingly, cannabis, marijuana, is classified as a Schedule 1 narcotic by the federal government. That shows you the incompetence and corruption of the federal government. There's no one who will look you in the eye and say straight up, yes, I believe marijuana is one of the most addictive, dangerous, unhelpful drugs on the planet Earth, and that's why it's Schedule 1. No one will do it, I hope, because it's not true, and they know it's not true. Anyway, marijuana is a Schedule 1. Heroin is a Schedule 1. Schedule 2 are drugs that have some medicinal benefits but are highly addictive and dangerous. Cocaine's a Schedule 2. So according to the federal government, marijuana is worse than cocaine. That's how silly the federal government is in the United States. Next, Adderall is a Schedule 2. And so if you are not prescribed Adderall and you have Adderall on you and you have a lot of Adderall on you, that can be kind of a big deal. So I don't recommend doing that. I recommend only having prescription drugs that are for you or for someone else that you're transporting for them, like if they're sick and you're getting them from the pharmacy for them. So, so there's Schedule 2, and then there's Schedule 3, Schedule 4. Those are less regulated. And then there's unscheduled. Aniracetam is an unscheduled pharmaceutical. So you can buy, so that means it's legal to buy, it's legal to sell, and it's legal to possess in the United States. In Europe, it is a prescription drug, and you need a prescription to get it, at least in the United Kingdom, and I think in Western Europe, if not the whole EU. I'm not certain. So this is an example where the AI does not have all the information correct. It's not perfect. It's pretty gosh darn good. Lori, as an addiction counselor, they're so crazy the way they classify drugs. I know, Lori, it's stupid, right? We're trying to talk to kids about being honest and doing the right thing and the dangers of drugs. And any reasonable teenager could say, hey, how can the federal government says marijuana is worse than heroin or worse than cocaine? I would say, do you know what? You're right. The federal government's clearly wrong. A bunch of incompetent idiots. Most of them are bought and paid for by big industries doing things that are not helping us in support of corporate profits, like trying to keep marijuana super illegal because it has many health benefits. By the way, please follow your local laws regarding using cannabis. I think that's very legitimate. It's really hard, I think, to be a parent and a teacher these days when the government is so incompetent. Like, seriously. It's just silly. Same thing with the food pyramid, right? How can you be a health teacher and talk about the food pyramid? Be like, yes, you need 3 loaves of bread a day. Really? 3 loaves of bread? Well, that's what's in the food pyramid. Yeah, but 40% of Americans are obese, 70% are overweight. I think the food pyramid's wrong. Teach. What do you think? Sorry. The government should control any drugs. It's an interesting idea. Some people want the government to regulate supplements more. I would like supplements simply to contain what they say they contain. And frankly, I would like humans to be able to buy whatever drugs they want. I think that's by making something illegal, you automatically create a black market for it. So if you want to see crazy violence in the United States or crazy crime, make tobacco illegal. If you make tobacco illegal, you're going to have a ton of people that are doing underground sales because there are a bunch of people who smoke that no matter what you do, they're going to keep smoking. And so if you make it illegal, you then create a ring of crime. By bringing it above ground, making it legal, it makes it a lot safer. And so I think generally it's a really good idea to legalize basically everything. And it's a great way to help people stay safe. Is jaw clicking bad for the brain? I don't know. User 9366, what is your name? And I'm going to ask the AI right now, is jaw clicking bad for the brain? My guess is no, but we'll see. Anybody else want to guess? Anybody else want to play? Is jaw clicking bad for the brain? Yes, no? User 9366, what's your name? We got some votes. We got no. This was not a good study because I gave my answer first. That changes other people's answers. Jaw clicking, also known as temporal mandibular joint (TMJ) clicking, is a common problem that affects the joints that connect the jaw to the skull. In most cases, jaw click is not harmful and does not cause damage to the brain. However, in some cases, jaw clicking can be a sign of something more serious underlying, such as temporal mandibular joint disorder (TMD). TMD is a condition that can cause pain and discomfort in the jaw and surrounding muscles. If left untreated, it can cause more serious problems, including jaw misalignment and difficulty opening and closing the mouth. So, to summarize, jaw clicking, TMJ, is not really a problem. And if this is a concern for you, I think dentists work with TMJ. Who to see? This is a question I don't know. Who to see about TMJ issues? Experiencing issues with TMJ, support consult a doctor or dentist. Right, I thought a dentist. There you go. So if you're having TMJ issues and it's bothering you, go see a dentist. Fantastic. Where's Elena? So Elena, you're asking about Alzheimer's disease and so forth. Um, so the Lion's Mane is really a chance to get together and discuss science, and I can answer questions, and we celebrate each other's wins. So people doing great, healthy things for the mind, body, and spirit, and then during the day, I often release content about how to improve your memory, improve your health, and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Okay, my dentist can't fix it. Chiropractor for TMJ. That's an interesting idea. All right, so we got some good thoughts here. I am familiar with Mudwater, Patty. I haven't had Mudwater, but this company reached out to me, and they actually reached out to me on Instagram. They said, Robert, we know you like. We've been watching your TikTok. We know you like Lion's Mane. We got a Lion's Mane chocolate we want you to try. I tried it. I love it. I love this stuff. This is called Omyum. If you go under my link tree, Ashley, Karina, if anyone wants to post my link tree, this is the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. This is so good. A bunch of you have bought it. I don't know if it's arrived yet. Here's the ingredients. Organic cacao, organic Lion's Mane, organic reishi, organic chaga, organic cordyceps, L-theanine, organic ashwagandha, organic maca, Ceylon cinnamon, organic curcumin, pink Himalayan sea salt, stevia extract, black pepper fruit. This is awesome. So a bunch of y'all have ordered it. This thing is the bomb. If you're interested in, I forget what the question was. It was about one of these dealies. This thing is great. This thing improves productivity. If you work at home, if you're an entrepreneur, thank you, Karina. If your time is really valuable to you at home, I so recommend this. This is just awesome. There's so much data on Lion's Mane. Its benefits for the brain. Its benefits for reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease, increasing BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It enhances the immune system. Curcumin helps prevent Alzheimer's disease by reducing the accumulation of plaque in the brain. Cinnamon as well. Cinnamon improves memory in healthy adults. All this brain healthy stuff, and it tastes great. I like this in hot chocolate. It's so gosh darn good. It's so very, very good. And then with the coupon, so please subscribe. When you subscribe, it goes down from $50 to $40. And then when you use my coupon, which if you click the link in my link tree, it'll take you to it. The coupon's LOVE15. This becomes like $33. This goes down to about $1 a day or $1 a serving. So good. So this is great I gave it to my parents. My dad and I were sitting. I like to mix it with a little MCT oil. My dad and I noticed difference immediately. Like within 10 minutes, we're sitting downstairs watching a football game. And then I said, hey, what about your friend? Let's get him the book, The End of Alzheimer's Disease. And so I got the book for his friend, and we started talking about other important things while we're watching a football game, just drinking this stuff. And I became more productive. It's great. It's so very, very good. So I highly recommend this. Money back guarantee. And I also recommend subscribing for life because you get it for $1 a serving. I think it's only going to go up in cost. This company's new. I think they've been around for 6 months or so. The product's really good. I used it for 3 days before I agreed to promote it, and I really liked it. It's called Omyum, but this is the Lion's Mane coffee replacement under my profile. So order that. You ordered on Friday. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited when it starts arriving, and then y'all can just talk about the benefits. It's so good. It's like stupid good. It's great. Host Defense Lion's Mane. I like Paul Stamets, so I like his stuff. Is turmeric okay for anti-inflammation? Turmeric, that's a great way of saying it, Jenny. Turmeric is okay. It's not great. You want curcumin. Curcumin is like turmeric on steroids. Curcumin is much better research. MCT is totally great with it. Yes, Patty, so good. I do not discuss controversial health issues to the best of my ability, MTK. I've been shadow banned before, and so it's just easier if I don't do it. Let me check in on my YouTube folks. Hi, Vivi. Hi, the bear. Hi, Melena. Robert, can I use Lion's Mane with escitalopram? Let me look at that. That's interesting. I'm just going to copy what you said and paste that into the AI. By the way, all you lovely TikTok followers, please follow me on YouTube. This replay will be there, and then there's over 30 replays on there if you want to listen to the Lion's Den on your own outside of the live. And if I get banned on TikTok, which has happened before, it allows us to stay in touch. So I recommend that if you like the content, you want to make sure that you always have access to it. I would subscribe to me on multiple platforms. It's just a safe bet. Costs you nothing. Plus, I post different content on YouTube. I can post longer content. Okay. Can lion's mane be used with escitalopram? I don't know what that drug is. It's generally safe together, and there's no interaction between the two. There you go. Wow, that's a very definitive answer. I wasn't expecting that. According to the AI, I don't know if this is true. I'm guessing this is true, Melina. There's no interaction. Now, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. And according to the AI, which is doing its best to give you the best answers, it's pretty clear that they are pretty safe together and there's no interaction between them. And if you're concerned, please check with a competent medical professional. Thank you, Karina. All right. Other questions? That's great to know. Is my link tree there on YouTube? No, but that'd be a really gosh darn smart thing for me to do. Thank you, Laura Lynn. It's just a really great idea. I don't know why I don't post it there. I will. Same name on YouTube. Yes, Robert W.B. Love. I will post that. After this, I will post my link tree underneath my profile on YouTube. We eat turmeric in our curries every day. It's something Indians and Pakistanis eat. It's good for you. Awesome. And Khan, I bet you add black pepper to it pretty much every time, right? Black pepper helps increase the bioavailability of curcumin. Oh, Carl, this is such a nice comment. Carl, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your content. Thank you. Well, thank you, Carl. That's such a kind comment. I received that. Thank you. What is good about phosphatidylserine? It improves focus, I think, by working through acetylcholine. I can look that up, though. Turmeric is man-made. Turmeric's an Indian spice, Desert Dawn. Curcumin is extracted from turmeric. Is that what you're referring to? Is it in my bio? It is underneath. It's underneath my link tree. My link tree is underneath my profile picture on YouTube. And then someone's posted my link tree a couple times in the chat on TikTok. What was that question about that I was going to look up? Phosphatidylserine. I think phosphatidylserine increases acetylcholine. It does improve memory. How does phosphatidylserine? Oh, I'll tell you my favorite study about this before I do this. Phosphatidylserine work in the brain? Question mark. Neurotransmitters. So phosphatidylserine improves golf score. I told this to my dad, who's a big golfer, has been for decades. He's like, really? It does? Where can I get this? So people love taking strokes off their golf score, right? Any golfers here? I'm not, but some people just, they love golf. You know, it's really important to them. And phosphatidylserine, it was a double-blind, placebo-controlled study. So they gave golfers on the tee, they gave them a pill. They either gave them placebo or phosphatidylserine. Those that took phosphatidylserine were like 30% more accurate or 30% less likely to have a bad shot, something like that. That was really cool. I thought it'd be really smart to make a golf supplement that had some things in it. So if I were to make a golf supplement, I'd use phosphatidylserine for sure. I'd probably use L-theanine to have like that relaxed calm, because golf is really a mental game. And then I might have, I don't know, alpha GPC, something to improve acetylcholine activity. But just I loved that research. They researched it on golfers. That's so smart. All right, let's see what the AI says about phosphatidylserine. This is water with magnesium. By the way, I put magnesium drops in my water. So I like to get magnesium kind of throughout the day, as well as I take it in the morning and in the evening. Phosphatidylserine is a phospholipid that is found in the cell membranes of the brain and other organs. It plays a key role in maintaining the structure and function of these membranes. In the brain, phosphatidylserine is involved in several important processes that are essential to proper brain function. For example, it is involved in the synthesis and release of neurotransmitters, which are chemicals that transmit signals between nerve cells. Phosphatidylserine may also help regulate the activity of certain enzymes and other proteins that are involved in brain function. Additionally, phosphatidylserine has shown to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which may help protect the brain from damage. So it doesn't tell me which neurotransmitters. Does phosphatidylserine increase acetylcholine? Or I could say cholinergic activity. There we go. Some studies have shown that phosphatidylserine may help increase acetylcholine in the brain. Ooh, it cites me a study. This is great. Oh, this is super cool. So I'm going to read this whole thing to you. When it starts doing this, I'm going to be so excited because this is doing more detailed research. Listen to this. Some studies have suggested that phosphatidylserine may help increase the activity of acetylcholine in the brain. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in several important brain functions, including memory, learning, and attention. In one study, so they're citing specific research. In one study, healthy adults who took phosphatidylserine supplements for 12 weeks showed improved performance on a test of memory and attention compared to those who took a placebo. These effects were attributed to increased acetylcholine activity in the brain. However, it's important to note some more research is used, blah, blah, blah. Very cool. Let me ask it another question. Can phosphatidylserine improve my golf game? Let me see if it'll find that research. Also, the AI might be getting, it doesn't know that yet. Currently, there's no scientific evidence to suggest phosphatidylserine can improve golf performance. That's not true. So it hasn't found that paper yet. Bummer. But that was pretty good. So it does know it increases acetylcholine. So this isn't fully perfect yet. It doesn't know the super in-depth information yet. I'm going to ask it to try again. Some studies show it can have cognitive enhancing benefits. No, it hasn't found the golf study yet. Bummer. Okay. What else? So what I really want you to know is that you can use this to answer your health questions. So last night, people were saying, can I take lion's mane if I'm pregnant or nursing? Can I give lion's mane to my child? I don't know, right? I had to look in because there's not research that I know on it. And I looked in the AI and the AI said there's no research on it. So we don't know. That's valuable, right? So you can answer your health questions on here and you can educate yourself. So rather than doing the traditional thing of searching, traditionally it would have been buy a book or go to the library and get a book or go to the library and read a journal and hope you find an article you like. More recently, it's been search on a search engine and read an article. One of my favorite places to find information is Healthline, healthline.com. So if I were before this came along, I would have searched phosphatidylserine Healthline. And I've seen if Healthline has an article because they give great information and then they cite different studies. And then I can go read those studies. We did this on black seed oil. I learned two things about black seed oil. Number one, black seed oil reduces, these were two summary studies. Black seed oil reduces inflammation in the body. Specifically, it reduced C-reactive protein and tumor necrosis factor alpha, two major markers of inflammation. And it increased superoxide dismutase. I love that sound, right? Superoxide dismutase, which sounds really cool, which is a major antioxidant in the body. So that was cool. So I found it made a major impact, biological impact in the body. Number two, it improved weight loss. So it was a double-blind, placebo-controlled study on black seed oil. And what they found was that people who took black seed oil lost more fat in this study, specifically visceral fat. That's the fat around your waist. That's the dangerous fat because that's the fat around your organs. And you don't want fat around your organs. Fat in your butt's okay. Fat on your arm, not so bad. Fat on your organs, dangerous. Fat on your liver, that's the worst. Fatty liver disease, really, really bad. Where do we get fatty liver disease? We get it from alcohol. We get it from sugar. Your body processes sugar very similar to alcohol. And if you drink a soda, for example, that doesn't have drink a soda that is made with high fructose corn syrup or sugar, that produces, without any food, that sugar hits your bloodstream with so much velocity because there's no fiber to slow it down that your liver starts freaking out and it stores those calories as fat. And sometimes that fat is stored around the liver. Why does it do that? Because high blood sugar is dangerous. Write this down. High blood sugar is dangerous. If you have elevated blood sugar for a long period of time, this can shut down organs and cause internal damage and death. Really, really big deal. So your body regulates your blood sugar very tightly. And so your liver, if it can't store the sugar as energy, it's got to store it, or glycogen, it's got to store it as fat. And it'll do that with soda very quickly because it just jacks up your insulin and your blood glucose so fast. If you're going to drink a soda, I don't recommend that, but if you're going to drink a soda, eat some fiber beforehand. Have a handful of nuts, have a bite of a vegetable, of a fruit, have a bite of an apple, eat anything. Just drinking a soda on an empty stomach is a really, really bad idea. I mean, eat anything to slow it down. Really, really dangerous. And if you're going to eat high carbs, so for example, if you're going to eat mashed potatoes, which I don't recommend because mashed potatoes, I read one study. Let me see. Do mashed potatoes, do russet potatoes spike blood sugar higher than, let's say, honey? My understanding is russet potatoes spike blood sugar and insulin more so than table sugar. So russet potatoes are a high glycemic food, which means they can cause a rapid and significant increase in blood sugar. So I don't recommend people eat potatoes. Why? Because they're a high glycemic food that jacks up your blood sugar. That's not good. If you're going to eat potatoes, it's a good idea to eat some fiber beforehand. That slows down the absorption. And so it doesn't spike your insulin nearly as high. So if you're going to eat these foods, if you're going to eat high sugar foods, if you're going to eat foods, high glycemic foods that jack up the insulin and blood sugar, eat some fiber with them. That makes them much, much safer. All right. Any questions on that? I lost 25 pounds on intermittent fasting. Big roar to Jeannie. That's awesome. Sweet potatoes are great. Sweet potatoes aren't high glycemic. I don't know why. They also have more fiber for some reason. What would be a reasonable dosage of black seed oil? The research is 2,000 milligrams a day. 2,000 milligrams a day reduced inflammation, increased superoxide dismutase, which is a powerful antioxidant in the body, and it increased fat burning. Really big deal. Don't miss carbs and fats in high amounts. Absolutely, Amber. Totally. That's the worst. That's the standard American diet, right? The standard American diet is sugar and fat. That's the worst. Worst. I prefer the low carb, high fat diet. That's great, which is a bunch of vegetables, healthy protein, and then I like olive oil and things like that. Coconut oil, chia seed pudding. So my diet has a fair amount of fat in it, but I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of plants. I eat mostly plants, some animal protein, and there's a fair amount of fat in it, but my blood sugar stays really low because I'm not eating carbs. The worst, absolutely worst, is like bread and butter, right? Because that's fat and carbs. It's terrible. Or unfortunately, most packaged foods, right? You got the really bad forms of fat, like the vegetable oils in the processed packaged foods jammed with sugar and Oreo. Oh, I wish Oreos were good for you. They're not. They're awful. And they're vegan, right? And so just being vegan isn't enough. Just not eating animal products isn't enough because vegetable oil plus sugar, which is, sugars from high fructose corn syrup, which I think is the most dangerous food on the planet. That is, that's made from corn. It's made from plants. Just because it's made from plants doesn't make it safe, right? The great diet. I just watched a documentary on this. There's a bunch of documentaries on this. Forks Over Knives is a good one. Is whole food plant-based diet. Now I do a whole food plant-rich diet, not just plant-based, because I eat some animal protein as well. But a whole food plant-based diet is one that's not eating processed foods. It's not eating high fructose corn syrup, for example. I would also remove bread from that. I wish the plant-based diet would really get clear of not eating gluten. I think that's really important. All right. So I want you all to know, I know I've done this a couple times. People keep coming in and out. I want to make sure you all know about it. There's a bunch of free resources underneath my profile. Real quickly, there's my free report, my top 10 supplements for the brain. If you want to know what supplements I take for my brain, what to look for in a great supplement, why I take it, what brands I take, where to buy it. All that's in that free report. Download that for free. Just enter your name and email. I'll email you a copy. Please send it to other people. It's great. Number two is my masterclass. My masterclass is 45 minutes of information about how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. Elena, if you're still here, that's a great place to start. It's just information on how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. It's really great. And if you'd like to become a private client, you can apply to work with me through that masterclass. You can ask for a free memory test, and then you can apply for a free memory test. Next, I have a research study I'm doing on the risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. If you haven't taken that, it's just 5 minutes. Just fill out a couple questions. That'd be really helpful to me. Next, I have some really great products that I'm sponsored by. Well, first is my product, Roar Lion's Mane. It's a mix of 10 medicinal mushrooms, including lion's mane, and I got you a crazy awesome price. I went to 33 different supplement companies, and I found the best quality product at the best price. And I'm bringing you a tremendous discount. You can buy 4 bottles for $59 free shipping, or 8 bottles for $98 free shipping. And so that's like 12 or 15 bucks a bottle. And then if you click those links below my profile, it'll take you straight to a payment page. There's no sales page. It's just enter your name, address, and credit card here, and then they send that off, and then we ship you the stuff. Okay. If you want to lose weight, you can apply for a free strategy session with one of Chad Tackett's certified weight loss coaches. That's the Chad Tackett free weight loss roadmap. You can apply there. There's Morning Man greens. I had this today. This is so good. Anyone interested in athletic greens? This is like athletic greens, but it's less expensive and it tastes amazing. It tastes so darn good. And so if you want a great also Athletic Greens doesn't have a coupon that I'm aware of. This one's got a 15% coupon, which knocks this down to about $2 a serving. Really good. I feel really good when I take this. It's got like 50 different superfoods. This is like a smoothie in and of itself. Morning Man, it's a great gift for men. It's great. It tastes great. So you can use it for kids in their smoothie. It's just terrific. And then I showed you this earlier. This is the chocolate supplement with lion's mane, Ceylon cinnamon, reishi, chaga. Use my coupon, subscribe and use my coupon. That'll knock off a bunch of money. And so you get this for like $1.10 a serving. It's so good. Greatly increases productivity. Morning Man too. I feel an increase in productivity with Morning Man. My YouTube, follow me there and you can get access to long form content. If you are having hormonal issues and you want to work with a doctor who specializes in hormonal issues, you can schedule a free consult with Dr. Shannon. If you want to be a financial sponsor of the show, you can be a Patreon patron. That's there. You can sponsor for as little as $3.33 a month. And then there's some people that sponsored for 20 bucks a month. That was really awesome. And then if you have long haul virus, which I think you know what I'm talking about, if you have long-term side effects from having a virus and you want to learn what to do about it, there's a great free masterclass with Dr. Linnell King from Johns Hopkins, and that's at the bottom. So all of those are resources for you. And I hope you take advantage of them. And when you sign up for my free report or my masterclass, that'll sign you up for my newsletter. And you're going to start getting really cool emails from me in your email box that I'm going to use AI to help me write and research. It's going to be really good. So you're going to get a bunch of stuff there. Will Lion's Mane help me getting sleep? Yes. Yes, Sarah. Oh, by the way, my Lion's Mane comes with a really great guarantee. I'll make it 6 months, 6-month guarantee on the Lion's Mane. If you get the Lion's Mane, try it out for 6 months. If you don't like it, let me know. I'll refund you. No, and you get to keep it. So Sarah, if you're having trouble with sleep, try the Lion's Mane. I told the story earlier. Last night, I took after the Lion's Den, I took my full dose of Lion's Mane, the Roar Lion's Mane, and I went to bed. I had really good sleep. I had three super vivid dreams. It was really cool. And so I woke up, I felt like I had 3 adventures. It was great. And so dreaming really, it adds a layer of life to your life, because some people just sleep and wake up 8 hours later. It's like they're missing 8 hours. Me, I got to play in my imagination for some of those 8 hours. Really cool. Thank you, Karina. I sometimes go by Dr. Love. Robert, thank you for sharing. You're a gem. Why, thank you, Angela. Hey, it is backwards. Yeah, the TikTok live doesn't like flip this. Sorry. Do cold potatoes really turn into resistant starch? Yes, a little bit. I just stay away from russet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes better. Sweet potatoes are, they have more nutrients and lower glycemic index. It's a winner. Like, why not do sweet potatoes? I remember as a kid, this made no sense to me. We'd have russet potatoes once a week. We'd have sweet potatoes once a month. And when we'd serve them, my mother would say, "These are really special. These are sweet potatoes. Don't these taste good? And these are really healthy for you." So my mother's saying, "These are really healthy for you, and these taste good." I loved them. I said, "Why don't we eat these more? I like these better than regular potatoes. Why don't we eat these more?" And they didn't have an answer for me. Like, why wouldn't you just eat the really good stuff all the time? Right? Am I missing something? Why would we do the russet potatoes all the time? I don't think we ship to France. I do eat fruits. I eat blueberries and I eat berries. I just sleep, don't remember my dreams. Karina, try the lion's mane. Try the royal lion's mane. It's awesome. Thanks so much. I'm going to place an order. Awesome. Wait, what vitamins? In Swagantron, are you referring to what vitamins in sweet potatoes? Let me ask, what vitamins in sweet potatoes? I know it's like got like beta carotene, the orange. What vitamins in sweet potatoes? I think it's got antioxidants too in sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes even gives a scientific name, Opomia batatas. Batatas, B-A-T-A-T-S. Ipomia batatas are a type of root vegetable that's rich in vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. Some key vitamins include vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin D. I didn't know they had vitamin D. In addition to these vitamins, sweet potatoes are a good source of other important nutrients, including fiber, potassium, and manganese. Boom. Look at that. So sweet potatoes, vitamin A, C, B6, D, fiber, potassium, manganese. Awesome. And they taste gosh darn great. Oh, and have y'all seen the recipe someone posted? I think I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to share a recipe and then I'm going to ask people to post their favorite healthy recipes and then please make a video and then post some of your favorite recipes. It'll be great. Sorry, can I just send you an email? But where? What do you send me an email about, Kachong? Oh, by the way, you can also follow me on Instagram and you can send me a message there. Do you want to be on the email list? If you want to be on the email list, just sign up for the free report underneath my profile. Can someone drop the link tree in the chat? That would be super helpful. I think these people can ship internationally. It's going to cost you more money, for sure. I would contact them, Jillian. Depends on what you want to buy. For me, I don't think we ship internationally. I can ask. I'm sorry. I wish I had a factory in Europe and we could just send it to you. If you want to buy this, I think you want to buy like 6 at a time and give it a try. Is lion's mane good for dementia? Yes. Lion's mane does a couple things. It increases ATP. ATP is the energy currency used inside pretty much every cell in the body. There might be some exceptions, including in the brain. So it increases energy in the brain. That's a good thing. That can help fight brain fog. Number 2, it helps protect the brain from inflammation. It's neuroprotective, really fancy word, neuroprotective. So that's cool. Number 3, it's also good for the immune system. That's helpful. You don't want to be sick. Being sick isn't good for your brain. Number 4, it increases 2 growth factors in the brain, BDNF and NGF. That stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor and nerve growth factor. Both of those are helpful in facilitating the growth of new brain cells and new neural connections. Very, very cool. So I highly recommend. And then my lion's mane, it comes with 9 other medicinal mushrooms. For example, do I have a bottle here? No, I took it to my room because I took it last night. Aha! Another one. It's got cordyceps reishi shiitake, along with lion's mane, 10 medicinal mushrooms total. And it's third-party tested. When you're looking at a supplement, by the way, if you take a supplement that gives you some reactions you don't like a headache, or you don't feel good to your stomach, check to make sure it's check to see if it's third-party tested, or do this before you buy it. Third-party tested means there's a third independent company testing the supplements to make sure it does contain the things that are on the label. This is important. People say, I don't take supplements, they're not approved by the FDA. Yes, that's true. The FDA does not approve supplements, period. They just don't do it. That's not part of what they do. I'm glad it's not part of what they do because they would stop a lot of supplements, and I don't think that's a good thing. The challenge is there's not a lot of regulation, and so you don't know what you're getting. I suggest getting third-party tested supplements in whatever you get. Another thing to look for is GMP certified, stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. You can find that on high quality supplements. My supplements have both. Robert, have I written any books? Yes, I'm going to write one this weekend with AI. I've written a couple books. I was actually a ghostwriter for a stem cell research company. I wrote a couple books for them. Do our orders ship today? Definitely not, because it's 11:47 p.m. Eastern time. I can get the orders in tomorrow, so they may ship tomorrow. They may ship the next day. I don't know. The warehouse is very busy right now, as you can imagine. But I will get your orders in tomorrow, and they may ship tomorrow. They may ship the next day. If I could ship them today, that'd be amazing, right? That'd be like someone's waiting with an envelope with your name on it right now. And like as soon as you place the order, they like drop the thing in and then like run to FedEx and like slip it in the box just before the bell tolls midnight. That'd be really impressive. Someday that there's going to be a delivery system that's really fast. But yes, a book is coming out soon. It'll be on supplements and brain health. And I'm going to use AI to help me write it. And it's going to be really good. You are welcome, Karina. Where am I located? I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio right now, and I will be moving to Miami. Prior to this, I was living in Denver. I was living in Boulder, Colorado. Do I know a lot about stem cells? I did. You ordered last night, so it's going to ship tomorrow, Angela. I knew a lot about stem cells when I was working with, it's called the Healing Miracle, which is a stem cell research company. We published a lot of data, a lot of information on stem cells. And so I was head of research for about a year there. And I knew a lot about stem cells then. I still know that information. It's not necessarily current. So I understand how stem cells work. I don't know the most current science about it. I could learn pretty quickly because I have a good background information of it. And I think stem cells are great. If you can afford it, here's the basic download on stem cells. They're about $5,000 a treatment, and they can help regrow cartilage. They can help reduce inflammation in the body, and they have benefits of longevity. You can even get stem cell treatments on your face. Men have gotten stem cell treatments in their penis and have said that it's brought life back to that area. So it can help regenerate many types of different tissues. I would like to get stem cells in my stem cell treatments on my skin to look younger, as well as on my hair to help regrow and thicken my hair. I plan on living to be 130 years old in good health. I think I can do that. My grandmother lived to be 94, and I'm starting longevity treatments now. I'm 40. I'm taking longevity supplements. I'm eating super healthily. I'm getting a lot of sleep. I spend about 9 hours in bed. The average American spends around 7. Oh, this was real scary. I was listening to a documentary today on sleep and how sleep deficits, sleep deprivation causes weight gain. And so every generation, we lose about 10% of our sleep. So if you go back a couple generations, we slept about 8 hours. A generation ago, we slept 7.8 hours. Now we sleep 7.1 hours on average in America. That's a big difference. From 7.8 to 7.1, so basically it went from 8 hours to 7 hours on average. That means some people are sleeping like 5 hours. There's a great research study from Britain, from the UK, and it found that those who slept less than 5 hours had a greater risk of death from every cause, all-cause mortality, compared to those who slept 7 hours or more. Big deal. 2 hours a night makes a huge difference. So I sleep a lot because I want my body to get as much sleep as it wants. So I want to live a long, healthy life. I'm willing to make that trade-off. I eat really healthy food because I know eating healthy food now is going to keep me in great health for a long time. I get exercise almost every day. I feel better if I get exercise. Exercise is almost less about health. It's more about, am I going to feel good today? So start now. I shared this last night, and I'll close with this tonight. There are 2 huge things you want to prioritize in the future, starting today. These 2 things, I would say, have always been important to humans. Pretty much as soon as we had language, these were important. The first is health. You want to optimize your health. The most important thing in your life, one of them is certainly your physical health, I'll include in there your mental health, your emotional health, and if you want to, your spiritual health. But your health is of primary importance. Do the things that are necessary for you to have optimal health. no matter what happens in the world. AI is going to replace jobs. Watch the movie Her. In the movie Her, Her, um, what the main character is a writer. He writes love letters for people. Last night on the AI, I had it write a love letter to a woman named Lisa in the form of Shakespeare, in the style of Shakespeare, and it wrote a good love letter. It was good. AI is replacing writers. Jobs are going to be replaced with AI. This is a good thing. This is driving down costs and it's going to improve quality. My book, I'm going to get my book out much faster than before, and it's going to be better because of AI. That's good for everyone. Now, this is going to create uncertainty in the world. People are going to worried. I showed this AI to two other men last night. One's a doctor, one's a lawyer. They both asked AI the exact same question. They asked a specific question from their business. They wanted to know, is this AI going to replace me? That's what they were asking. My dad asked a very complicated lawyer question. My doctor friend asked a very specific doctor question from his specialty, which is urology. They're both trying to figure out, is this thing better than me? The answer is not yet, but soon. Soon AI is going to replace a ton of knowledge work. Soon AI plus robotics is going to replace a lot of human work. It's going to replace taxi drivers. It's easy. Automatic driving cars are going to replace a lot of things. Automated cars plus some robotics is going to replace garbage men, right? We already see the garbage trucks with the arms. You all have seen those? Let me know in the comments if you've seen the garbage trucks with the arms that just pick it up. You only need a human to pick those up. Sometimes you do to fix it. But we had those in Boulder. We don't have those in Cincinnati. It's going to replace garbage men. I'd like it to replace policemen. I'd take the guns away, but just have robots out there that can come help if I need help. That would be great. I'd be totally into robotic AI policemen that are very kind, that are very helpful, and they're probably not going to shoot at me if they're afraid. This is a problem. Policemen and women are humans. And these humans get very afraid. And unfortunately, they get very afraid when confronted with someone of color, specifically a black male. There's a terrible tendency for white cops to be afraid of black men, and they happen to shoot them at times when it's really, really inappropriate. And it's really sad. And I think most people are upset about it in some way. Now, with AI and robotics, we're not going to have that problem. We can have police that are robots that aren't afraid of their lives. That's cool. They're not, and we don't need to give them guns. They're not going to need to shoot anyone. They can just go up and just manhandle somebody. They just take their strong robot arms and reach up and grab someone and restrain them. That'll be cool. So hopefully that'll really help people. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this future. In the future, Elon Musk said this. There's a great talk Elon Musk gave. I recommend looking this up on YouTube. Look up Elon Musk recent talks. He says he's working 12, 15-hour days. He's the richest man in the world, or one of them. He's working his butt off. He's trying to bring this future and make it a reality. He said, in the future, we're going to be so wealthy and so abundant, it's going to be amazing. Why? Well, because we're going to have AI is going to be writing love letters. AI is helping me write books. AI plus robotics is taking out your trash and, guarding the city and directing traffic and all kinds of things. And we're going to have an AI of Napoleon who's going to be answering questions from students about why he made certain decisions. Education is going to be helped with AI. It's a really beautiful future. And people are going to be afraid because some of them are going to lose their jobs, potentially all of us. And I maintain that this will be a good thing. And the things you want to do are to be in really good health and to have great relationships with your family and your friends and your loved ones and your God or gods or whatever your spiritual relationship is. When you are connected with your family, your health, and your spirit, nothing can shake you, right? Right, you're set. So if everyone loses their job, all of a sudden people don't have purpose anymore, and we all have our food for free, and we all have our entertainment for free, and AI and robotics are doing every job that needs to be done. What's there to do? I don't know. You can take more time and spend time with your family. So if you have good relationships and good health, that's the key to the future. And so please prioritize those things. I think these two things have always mattered. Blow up the chat if these have always mattered. And health and relationships. I think these have always mattered to humans since we've been humans. And I think they're going to matter. These are going to matter in the future. And so please tell someone you love them, and stay close to your family, stay close to your loved ones. So Karina, check out the movie Her. Watch what this person's job is, to write love letters for different people, or write letters for different people. So he'd write, congratulations on your firstborn child, or congratulations on your wedding. You look so beautiful in your wedding dress. And also, my darling, we've been married for 50 years. I love you so much. I still remember our first date. Humans are writing all these letters. And it's really interesting because the movie opens with humans writing letters for other people. AI software is very close to writing those. If you give it the right inputs, it might be able to write a love letter. It certainly can write a love poem. Whether or not it can write a letter with great detail, it needs the details, right? It can't just, describe the first date you had with this person unless you tell it all the details. But it can write a poem. And so it's getting there. It's really cool. What jobs are we going to have? I don't know. And the two things that are really going to matter in the future, that matter today, are your health and your relationships. If you got good health and good relationships, you're set. And I could add spirit as well. Your health, your relationships, your relationship with spirit, you're all set. You don't need to worry. No reason to stress about it. How will money be exchanged? I don't know, Jenny. We don't know how money's exchanged now. So we got the dollar. Crypto was a thing. I think it'll be a thing again. You're welcome, Ocean Favor. I understand it means it loses the human touch, Karina. I totally get it. Yeah, so doctors are totally going to be replaced. Not completely, but you can consult the AI robot, the AI right now for your health challenges. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. Right. So I was talking with my mother today over coffee. By the way, I tried this new coffee. I really like it. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just like their company. It's called Mayan Warrior Coffee. It's on the expensive side. It's really good. And so I was drinking this coffee. My mother and I were doing the taste test, and we were just talking about the AI. I want to make this a health resource. I want to make AI available to most people for health challenges. And so I spoke with someone today. I'm really grateful. I've been trying to talk to him for weeks. I spoke to someone today, and we're going to work on, or he gave me a great starting point on how I can do an AI that's specifically health-based. And so I hope to do this soon. I'm not sure when. I'd like to do this in January, is to have a website that's a health AI where you can go in there and it'll ask you you'll answer a few questions. Probably, I don't know what it's going to answer. I don't know what the questions are. That's the research. I need to find out if you're going to input 5 things into the AI. What are those things? Is it your age? Is it your gender? Is it, what's the biggest health challenge you're facing right now? Or what would you like to know? And then what kind of answers would you like? Do you want a food answer? Do you want a supplement answer? Do you want all the answers? I don't know, but I need to figure this. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how I can help you use the AI for your health challenges. So you get free health advice, free health information. And I hope that's a good thing. So I'm working on this. I'm working on bringing the AI to you in a really useful way so that you can live a healthier life for free. The health AI will be free. And then if you want to use a health service, there'll be a way to work with a coach if you want coaching. So if the AI says, okay, you're pre-diabetic and you're overweight, and the best thing to do is to lose weight, and here's some ways to lose weight. Do you want to work with a weight loss coach? If you say yes, then we can get you in touch with a coach. If you say no, I can do it myself. Great. I hope you can. And yes, you can. You can do it by yourself. It's easier with a coach, but you can certainly improve your health on your own. And so there'll be an option to work with health coaches to help you achieve your health goals. I think that's how that's going to work. Coach VJ about the new platforms for the new oil, which is attention to information. What is Coach VJ user something? I work in banking. They're trying to get rid of coin. I like coins. Coins used to be the money, the gold, the metal. That was the thing. So astrology, um, genetics are only 20% of the risk of Alzheimer's. 80% is behavioral. Watch my masterclass. It's free. It's under my link tree. Subscribe to that. Watch it. I think it'll give you some powerful things that you can do, and it'll reassure you. 80% of Alzheimer's disease is behavior. That means it's under your control. 20% is genetic, unless you are one of the rare few people who have early onset Alzheimer's. That's, let me ask, what percentage of people get in like their 40s? People are have early onset Alzheimer's. I'm betting it's less than 1%. I bet it's like 0.1. It can't give me the right answer. Let's say below age 50. This is not the exact question. Ten percent of all Alzheimer's cases are before age 65. That means less than 1% of the overall population. That's considered early onset. But there's a genetic predisposition that affects people before age 50. Unless you're that group's really hard. We don't have a solution for those people. If you're not that group, then genes are about 20% of the story. Okay. Okay, user 39. Were you the one talking about VJ coaching? Banking uses a lot of AI to replace jobs. Interesting, Karina. So you're already seeing this. Very interesting. Costco should pay you for all the stuff I have purchased. I would love that. I tried Alan the Muppet. They said we don't do that. They said people just have channels devoted to Costco on TikTok, and that's cool. All right. Awesome. Y'all rock. And so if you want any of the free resources, or if you want to get a great Lion's Mane supplement, or if you want to get a great athletic greens alternative, or if you want super awesome Lion's Mane, all that's below my profile. And then a bunch of free resources there as well. And then please subscribe to the YouTube station. So in case TikTok goes down, or TikTok gets banned, or TikTok says that I'm sharing misinformation, that we can still stay connected. Ashley, thank you so much for posting that. And then for those of you who are specifically interested in Alzheimer's disease, please click the link and watch the free masterclass, and then enter your email there, and I'll send you a link to the masterclass. You can watch it tomorrow. Get that started. The sooner you start, the sooner you can start taking specific action. What to look for when buying NMN? Great question. Look for beta NMN. I'm just testing out some more. I think I bought 3 different NMN supplements, and I'm testing the 3 of them. I'll let you know which one I like the best. I'm pretty diligent about not telling you what supplements I take until I feel really good about sharing them. And I don't feel good about sharing all of them because some of them I'm testing. Some of them I'm saying, hey, is this one good? I don't know. Let me try it in my body. Let me give it to my parents. Let me test it out. Right. I don't want to tell, 2,000 people on the live or 500,000 subscribers, take this supplement if I'm not certain about it. So I don't share all of them. And so I'm testing some NMN right now. I'm also testing some black seed oil. Thus far, they all feel pretty good. You are so welcome. All right. That is it. I love you. God bless you. Y'all are awesome. Oh, let me show you this. This is cool. This is a Harmony pendant. This helps reduce the negative impact of EMFs. That's electromagnetic frequencies. So these can are some studies show they're related to brain fog. Some studies show EMFs impair sleep. So I'm trying this tonight. I'm gonna see if this helps me with my sleep. And then the company shared with me some research about this, how putting this on reduces it affects heart rate variability, and so that this actually has a physiological effect. It doesn't block EMFs, but it reduces the negative impact of them. This is really cool. So I'm trying this out. And then I'll let you know more about it if you want to know more about it. Is this kind of cool? It's kind of a cool design. It's called a harmony pendant. I'll let you know more about it as I try it out. Okay. Have a wonderful evening. Get very good sleep. I love you. God bless you. I will see you mañana. Johnny Chinges, are you still here? I will answer your question. Doctors get so defensive whenever you bring it up. That sounds about right, unfortunately. You just got an Oreo. Oh no, Melina. Yeah, sweet potatoes are great. So Johnny Chinges, would it be cool to do a video on every one of your products, in-depth information, including how you came up with the specific ingredients and breaking up and so forth? Thank you. I don't know if people want that much of a in-depth into all the things that I'm working on. And I try to give people the most important information so they can make a decision. But the supplement company that I'm working with, I literally contacted over 33 different supplement companies. I stopped counting after 33, to be quite frank. And I tried a bunch out, and this one was the best quality, best price combined. And so I really like their products. All right. So thank you for being on YouTube. Oh, here, let me drop. This is the link tree. If you want to, please sign up and get yourself a copy of my supplement report and and if you want to watch the masterclass, you can get that there, and that'll also subscribe you to the email newsletter, and that'll be cool stuff. Awesome. Thank you for being on YouTube. I appreciate you. And then since you're on YouTube, you can listen to or watch. I mean, I think it's better listening than watching other live programs. So you can just listen to the live whenever you'd like, especially if you subscribe to YouTube. It's great. Awesome. Thank you so much. I will see y'all later.